How's it going, everyone? Cubeologist here, and today I want to take a look at the newest 4x4 from QiYi, the Storm. And as usual, I want to start off with a big thanks to cubesforspeed.com for sending this puzzle over. Definitely go check those guys out. So the Storm is QiYi's second attempt at a 4x4. The first one was the Cell, and I could tell right out of the box that I was going to like this puzzle more than the Cell based solely on size. Their first 4x4 came in at a very oversized 65 millimeters. Now, this is only 3 millimeters larger than a typical full-sized 4x4, but it just felt blocky and cumbersome, and I just wasn't a fan. And with the Storm, they went back to a typical 62 millimeter puzzle, which I'm very happy with. So this puzzle initially came out in stickerless regular shades only, but QiYi has since released it in stickerless bright shades, as well as black and white plastic. The regular shades aren't that bad, but I tend to get the red and orange confused in low light, but maybe that's just a personal problem, or maybe where I'm used to the fluorescent orange. And as far as design goes, QiYi has completely changed it up. The Cell 4x4 used a capped design, and the Storm uses a split design, which is obvious because it comes in stickerless. The sharp parts of the corners and edges of the Cell have been rounded off pretty drastically, and it definitely comes through in the feel. The Storm isn't nearly as blocky as the Cell was. Now, the one part of the design that they didn't change is the one that I wish they'd changed the most: the small inner pieces. If you look on any popular 4x4, you can see that the small inner pieces are designed to anchor in place with a small lip. And even though it doesn't stop pops completely, it definitely helps keep them in place. But with the Cell and now on the Storm, QiYi has went with a design that's very flat and extremely prone to popping out of the puzzle, especially with rough turning like I have. I've probably solved this 4x4 100 or 200 times, and an inner piece has popped out about 8 to 10 times. And I have the puzzle set as tight as possible without hurting corner cutting or the feel. Now, this isn't an extremely big deal, especially if you're an accurate turner, but it's definitely a small negative and something that I don't get as much on other puzzles. But overall, the turning is actually pretty good. It speeds up after a little bit of breaking in like most puzzles. Corner cutting's good, and I actually enjoy solving this. But putting it all into perspective, this is just a good puzzle. That's about it. Smaller 4x4s like the Mini Osu and the Cyclone Boys G4 are dominating the market right now, and with the Guansu out at $7 or $8, it wouldn't really make sense to buy this puzzle at $11 if you absolutely have to have a 62mm feel. The Guansu is cheaper and at least as good. But like I said, it is a good puzzle with decent corner cutting and a very good construction. And if it had came out a couple years ago, it would absolutely be a revelation. But as it stands in 2016, it's likely to be a 4x4 that most people just pass on. I'm happy to see QiYi moving forward on their 4x4 design, and I really hope that they keep improving. But I'll leave a link in the description to where you can go pick this up and see if you agree or disagree with me. Definitely let me know in the comments as well. But I really hope you enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and if you didn't, there's a button for that too. So I really appreciate you guys watching, and you'll hear from me really soon. Later. And today I've got a pretty quick average of 5 for you guys. It's not blazing fast, but it's pretty good for me. What I've been doing is I've actually been doing some practice with the new GANS 356 V2. Now, the story on this puzzle is kind of strange for me because I only bought it to make stickers for it. Because if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know that I really loved the GANS 356 when it first came out, but then I started getting those catches even after I did the mod to it and everything, and I kind of just moved on.